shoot, I said that you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs live. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much make it a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's the man with King? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, what said that you claim?
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. And today we have the Game Awards. We have some sales going on. We have some stuff that, people being upset with the PlayStation 5 Pro, which I don't think you should be. You should know exactly what you got. But again, we are here. We have large sizes. Pause. These game downloads are becoming insane. Today is going to be a short, breezy show because the Game Awards have got people out of control right now. Are you upset with the Game Awards? What the hell is going on? What type? Let's get into it. Black Friday deals are coming in, and Xbox Series S will be discounted for Black Friday, confirms Microsoft. So the Series X is already on $50 off. So apparently the Series S will be $50 off. That brings that down to $249.95. Get it while you can get it. Listen. And you can probably stack some deals onto that to probably make that even less than what is advertised. Everybody go outside and get your ass a Series S, because if you don't have one, it is the perfect companion to your Switch, to your PlayStation 5, if you're not part of the ecosystem. And if you're ready to get down with the Xbox, because I don't tell you right now, ain't no party like an Xbox party. You got to make sure that you get in any way you can fit in. And this is perfectly aligned for your TCL. So if you have a TCL and you've been trying to maximize that, your Series S will do that for you in spades. Time to level up. Time to ascend. Get yourself a game, a game changer. You think about it, the Series S is probably the best next-gen console, current-gen console, for the simple fact that you just slap Game Pass on that joint, and that joint really go. I'm just saying. Now, while you dudes was playing whatchamacallit, Off the Grid, they finally announced the Series S version. So check it out. Let's see what it do. Fusion X Pro. All right, so I don't know who that is, but this is the Series S version. And, that's the file information. And letting you know what it is. Me personally, I already have this. I was playing it on my Series X. It's at 60 frames per second. Whoa. So it's 720p to 900p. And likely reconstructed to a higher output. Yeah, so he does a whole breakdown on all these games. Let's get it up to actual performance. Let's see what actual performance looks like. The actual performance ain't bad. So if you think about it, for $249.95, and then you can get one of the newest fun games that's in preview right now. I highly recommend check out Off the Grid. Dude's just giving it a bad rep because of the NFTs. I wouldn't say that, but the game looks pretty decent. It runs pretty good on the Series S, and the depending on your frame unit. Whoa! So the frame rates is hitting. Oh, they have 120 hertz mode. Oh snap! All right, so it's hovering at 50, 60, 60s till it hits the ground. I want to see when it hits the ground because it's going to 70s. All right. Boom. So it stays at the high hundreds. So yeah, 115s, 90s. Yo. And dudes tell you that your Series S can't push that frame rate. That's what happens when you have a stable CPU and a stable GPU. You're able to push these level of performances. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. Xbox people, please tell me what the hell is going on. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Are you serious? Come on, man. Genshin Impact download size is 100 gigs? What is going on? First we have 146 gigs for Stalker 2. Flight Simulator is out of control too. Now Genshin Impact is crazy. Well, listen. Black Friday is coming up. Get those SSDs, external SSDs, bro. Make it happen because this is ridiculous. All right, so y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, I must buy an Xbox this Black Friday. I might buy an Xbox this Black Friday, but you best believe that he's going to grab this storage deal. His joint, the Western Digital is going for the 1 terabit is 1 terabyte is going for $100. That's $50 off the full MSRP. Yo, that's good. Yo, that's good for $100. You can make it happen, bro. So at Amazon, the expansion card is $100 right now. I suggest you go get it. If you don't have one, I suggest you go run it up on these bums and make it happen. It's definitely necessary. Shoo, I got a Series S upstairs I might buy this for. Need that extra space. You heard me? I ain't gonna hold you. Did I not tell you that this game was a failure? I told you that them launching this joint was going to be utterly the worst. Hermen Hulst has taken this company and they have thrown it straight down the steps and kicked it into the garbage bin. It makes sense that the PlayStation is bringing more games to the PC. Horizon Zero Dawn is a good example of this. Although the game was initially loved and praised, with the PC port being a great way to play the game, the latest remaster has not shared the original success, nor has there been much noise about it. It has come and gone without much fanfare, and Horizon Zero Dawn Remaster is not the only title to suffer from this problem. It should be noted that the latest version of Horizon Zero Dawn is a remaster, not a remake, and it might not have cost as much compared to the likes of Shadow of the Colossus, Demon's Soul remakes, but that doesn't mean that Sony won't be alarmed by the concerning numbers behind this latest remaster. It isn't as though the original game wasn't well received and hasn't enjoyed success long after its release. It feels like the wrong game to remaster, and it could change PlayStation's approach in the future. I've been telling you this for a while. With this nepotism that Hermen Hulst has, he's driving this company straight into the ground. I don't think Hermen Hulst is going to be there much longer. For the simple fact, be honest with you, this was the last game that was necessarily needed for a remaster. In any case, right? And we still get a chance to wait for Bloodborne. I just finished playing Bloodborne on my PlayStation 5. As janky as it was moving, the 30 frames per second, and the PlayStation 5 Pro was trying to push it to higher levels, and it was just not being able to get there. That's a game that needs it, right? There's a lot of games, like they tease us with Resistance, but only has it for streaming only. There's a lot of different things that's going on at PlayStation. That's why I yell out hashtag no PlayStation 6, because how many times can you run to the well with these levels of failures before you just say that's it? I honestly feel that they're doing it on purpose. I don't know what is the reason for this continued obsession with this franchise, and its level of failures has substantially hurt the company. I think Hermen Hulst's major decisions have put PlayStation, the brand, in a negative light. Please leave comments down at the bottom. Let me know if that's something that you share. If I'm wrong about this, please let me know your opinions on the latest remaster when it comes to Horizon. I don't share a lot of people's sentiments when it comes to it. Well, disgruntled PlayStation 5 Pro owners campaign to disable support after a slew of shoddy patches. These dudes is upset because of the patches aren't hitting how they wanted them to hit. PlayStation 5 Pro is generally posing really positive results in games like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Hogwarts Legacy, but with all things said in life, there is inconsistencies. It's worth underlining that it's down to individual developers to get the most out of the hardware, and not all of them is doing a good job. Don't make no excuses. Everybody thought this was a cure-all machine, that it would magically just boom, fix all your ills. No, if you don't have the display unit to get from the input device, you're not going to see what you want it to be. My dealings with the machine, it's adequate for what I wanted it for. I wanted it for stable image quality, and I wanted it for frame rates. That's what it's delivering. It's not going to give you more of something it doesn't have there. This is not a magic bullet to fix it all. Anybody looking for that, you will be sorely disappointed. If you have a PlayStation 5 base and you have a 1080p television, stay where you are. Don't go any higher, right? Upgrade your display unit in order to get the most out of your device, and maybe you will see more. I will also say get a TV that has VRR, so that way you're able to take advantage of the Pro if you have the Pro. My televisions have that, so I am getting what I want out of it the same way I'm getting what I want out of my Series X. I knew that beforehand. That's how I purchase. I purchase consoles based on my display units that I have in stock. So the display units that I have in my house, which is my televisions, the input devices, which is the consoles, those have to align with your display units. If they're not aligning, you're not going to get what you want out of it. So this is really up to the individuals that was expecting more but having less. Stop expecting more and not being able to really be where you're at. And listen, I'm not telling you like Christopher Hart to go out and go get a car note of a bill every month just to floss in front of people that don't care. Do not go out and get an 8K television. It is not an 8K device. Regardless of what they're trying to tell you, it's an upscale device. And if anybody wants to be real, your TVs at this level where we game at, if you're gaming at that higher level, your televisions tell you what is the native resolution that is being inputted to the device. And not one of those are 8K. All right, just keeping a beam. Okay, so this is going to be a lot of stop and play. So best ongoing game.
The nominees are Destiny 2, Diablo 4, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Helldivers 2.
All right, so out of those, who do you pick? You know, I'm picking Fortnite regardless to what. All right, so next.
Best performance nominees are Brianna White for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hannah Tell for Life is Strange Double Exposure, Umberly Gonzalez for Star Wars Outlaws, Luke Roberts Silent Hill 2, and Melina Juergens Senua Saga Hellblade 2.
You know, I'm going to go with Hellblade 2, regardless to what. So let's go on to the next one. I mean, come on. Like, honestly, seriously.
For the best mobile game, the nominees are AFK Journey, Balatro, Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket, Wuthering Waves, and Zenless Zone Zero.
I'm going to go with Wuthering Waves because somebody keeps recommending it so much. So obviously the game has to be good. I haven't played any of those games.
The nominees for Best Art Direction are Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, Metaphor ReFantazio, and Neva.
I'm going to go with Metaphor ReFantazio. I think the art direction is incredible. If I didn't go with them, I would have probably went with Black Myth Wukong. So,
Best Score in Music. This year's nominees are Astrobot, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Metaphor ReFantazio, Silent Hill 2, and Stellar Blade.
I'm going to have to go with Metaphor yet again. I thought their musical score was incredible. Stellar Blade is cool. Silent Hill is ominous within itself, but Astrobot is decent. But, Astrobot, nah, I can't.
In the category of Best Audio Design, these games are nominated: Astrobot, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2.
All right, so out of Silent Hill 2 and Senua's Saga, audio design has to be included. The audio design in Senua's Saga 2 is second to none, and if I wasn't going with either one of those two, then I would have to go with Call of Duty.
Best Adaptation recognizes excellence in authentically creating shows, movies, and other creative endeavors based on video game worlds. Here are this year's nominees for Best Adaptation: Arcane, Fallout, Knuckles, Like a Dragon Yakuza, and Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft.
I'm going to have to go with Fallout because Fallout has brought a whole different level of people to that. I mean, Lara Croft is really good. Knuckles was great, but I have to go with Fallout. Please,
for Best Narrative
leave your
in
comments
a game,
down
the
there at the
TGA
bottom.
nominees are Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Metaphor ReFantazio, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2.
Narrative, I like Silent Hill 2, but I'm going to have to go with Metaphor yet again. I know it seems like Metaphor is sweeping all these categories for me, but I believe Metaphor is pretty good.
Games for Impact celebrates thought-provoking games with a profound pro-social meaning or message. Here are this year's nominees: Closer the Distance, Indica, Neva, Life is Strange Double Exposure, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and Tales of Kenzera.
I'm going to go with Tales of Kenzera Zao. I thought that the narrative within it and the impact of the game was incredible, to be honest with you.
Zao. The nominees for Best Community Support are Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky.
I would honestly say No Man's Sky, but Fortnite's in the category. I can't, go against my love. Sorry.
In the category of Best Multiplayer, the nominees are Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Tekken 8, and Warhammer 40,000 Space.
I'm going to have to go with Call of Duty, even though I would have went with Tekken 8. Fight Night Fridays is what we do. You know how we move out in these streets, but I have to go with Call of Duty. I'm not going to hold you.
Marine 2. Best Independent Game celebrates games with a high degree of risk tolerance, as they are produced outside of the traditional publisher system. The nominees are Animal Well, Balatro, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, Neva, and UFO 50.
I got to get Balatro. At some point in time, Balatro needs to get its share.
Next is Best Debut Indie Game, which recognizes a development team that hasn't won a Game Award before. In fact, these teams
If the
published
Plucky
their
Squire
first game
isn't
in
here, I'm going to
2024.
fight.
The nominees are Animal Well, Balatro, Manor Lords, Pacific Drive, and The Plucky Squire.
The Plucky Squire got my vote. The Plucky Squire is dope. If you have not played it, please go do it now.
For Best VR AR Game, the nominees are Arizona Sunshine Remake, Asgard's Wrath 2, Batman Arkham Shadow, Metal Hellsinger VR, and Metro Awakening.
I would have said Asgard's Wrath 2, but I'm going to have to go with the Batman Shadow. I have to go with Batman.
For Content Creator of the Year, the nominees are Queso,
Iron Lords Podcast,
Techno
Iron
Gamers,
Lords Podcast,
Typical
Lord
Gamers,
Addict, and
Usada
Xbox Frontline News.
Part of the Game Awards is looking forward to what's
Care for none of
next,
that.
and yes,
Don't know
we'll
none of
have
those
lots
people in
of
my
games to
community.
announce on December 12th. But what's the most anticipated upcoming game? Here are the nominees based on currently announced titles.
Grand Theft Auto
Death
6.
Stranding 2, On the Beach.
Nobody care about
Ghost of Yote.
that. Nobody cares
Grand
about
Theft
that.
Auto 6.
Yes, there we go.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. And Monster Hunter Wilds.
That Metroid though. Don't I can't hold you. That Metroid though, man. That Metroid there. Hey man, that Metroid.
Best Action Adventure nominees are Astrobot, Prince of Persia The Lost Crown, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, and The Legend of Zelda Echoes.
They're gonna put Astrobot up against The Legend of Zelda, and I want to know who wins this. This is key. Who do I pick? Action adventure. I gotta go with Astrobot.
of Wisdom. For Best Role Playing, the jury selected Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and Metaphor ReFantazio.
I gotta go with Metaphor ReFantazio, even though I would have went with Dragon Dogma 2. I don't know how DLC got up in there, boy. I don't know. It's
In
gonna
the
be
category of
controversy.
Best Fighting, the nominees are Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising,
Ooh.
Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection.
Wait, no, it's not on
Xbox. Multiversus, and Tekken 8.
Best fighting, yo, as much as I like the Dragon Ball Z, and they might give it to Dragon Ball Z because Dragon Ball Z creator passed away, and this is his last great piece of work. I gotta go with Tekken 8 though. I gotta go because Tekken 8 it's a staple for Fight Night Fridays.
The nominees for Best Action are Black Myth Wukong, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade,
That's
and
cool.
Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2.
I gotta go with Warhammer Space Marine 2. I gotta go with Warhammer Space Marine 2.
Innovation in Accessibility celebrates games that are making our industry available and enjoyable to more people. Selected by a special committee of accessibility experts, the nominees for Innovation in Accessibility are Call of Duty Black Ops 6,
Wouldn't know.
Diablo 4,
Wouldn't know.
Dragon Age The Veilguard,
Wouldn't know.
Prince of Persia The Lost Crown,
Wouldn't
and
know.
Star Wars Outlaws.
Wouldn't know.
Next up, Best Family Game. The nominees are
Astrobot, of course.
Princess Peach Showtime, Super Mario Party Jamboree, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and The Plucky Squire. The Best Sims.
Yo, they threw all the Nintendo at Astrobot and say, all right, get out of this alive. I'm going to have to go with Super Mario Jamboree, bro.
Strategy nominees are Age of Mythology Retold, Frostpunk 2,
Pretty good.
Kunitsugami Path of the
That's
Goddess,
dope.
Manor Lords, and
Haven't played it.
Unicorn Overlord.
I have a sneaky suspicion Unicorn Overlord is going to get the win because everybody was raging about Unicorn Overlord. I personally would go with Manor Lords is hyper dope. You know what? I'm going to go with the group Unicorn Overlords.
This year, these titles are nominated for Best Sports Racing: F1 24, EA Sports FC 25, NBA 2K 25,
2K, boy.
Top Spin 2K 25, and WWE 2K 24.
Gotta go with 2K. Ass. You know what I'm saying? That's the last ones holding on, bro. They beat the hell out of live.
All right, let's take a look at our 3 esports categories.
Don't care about esports.
Kong Kong.
Don't care about esports. Don't care about esports.
For Best Game Direction, which recognizes outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design, the nominees are Astrobot,
Game direction
Balatro,
and design. Balatro,
Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor ReFantazio.
Game direction and design. This one is a hard one. Game direction and design. Game direction. I got to go with Elden Ring. I gotta go with Elden Ring since they're allowing DLC into this, right?
And finally, our global TGA jury, of which I am not a member, has selected the following 6 games as nominees for Game of the Year at the Game Awards 2024. The Game of the Year nominees are Astrobot from Team Asobi, Balatro from Local Thunk, Black Myth
Yo, what is
Wukong by
Balatro
Game
doing there?
Science, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree by From Software, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth from Square Enix, and Metaphor ReFantazio from...
I'm going to go with Metaphor ReFantazio for the win. Yo. There you have it. All right. So I'm just going to sum this up and we're going to switch over. But there we have it, bro. There we have it, bro. Yeah. Y'all got to let me know who y'all picked and what y'all picked because, yeah, this is wild. All right. This the channel. This is where we at.
Hands on me, boy. I definitely
Make it happen.
on everything I love.
King David IOP.
How about
Get the kid to 1,000 subs. Let's get it. Hit that follow.
where's my car at? Alright,
Yo,
so I know that dude is down in there.
100%.
Block the entrance.
Fight
I'm
Nights
gonna use
is
Captain
here
America to work his magic.
on the Twitch. Let's go. So now that we see what Jeff is doing with his award show, this is Jeff's award show. Jeff is going to do exactly what he wants to do with his award show. All right. I'm sorry. A lot of you guys are going to get pissed off with the fact that DLC is there. You're going to get pissed off with certain games not being in certain categories. And that seems to be a you problem. Y'all nominated him in, and now he's running amok, with Summer Games Fest and the award shows. And me personally, I watched the New York City Game Awards because I'm a part of it. We're on the Gamers Critic Circle, so Iron Lords is. Listen, bro. You can be upset all you like. Band together, get a group of people, and start your own award shows. Nobody's going to tell you what you feel is your best game. No one should tell you that. You should be able to find it within yourself to figure out which is the best for you. Dude, I have a backlog so much that when I do get a chance to get to games, it's like a year later and I'm like, yo, this game is lit. And dude's just like, I played that already. I ended that. That was a year ago. And I'm like, oh. So please, I want you guys to understand, Jeff is doing what he can to make his bread, and it's aligning with his partners and all that stuff. So listen, he sees PlayStation going down. Astrobot is going to be everywhere it is. It was an unmitigated failure, but it's not that it's not a good game. It's a really good game. If anybody ever sees me play it, like I was playing today on my Twitch channel, that's King David ILP on Twitch, I'm having a great time. All right, so that's not taking anything away from the game. The game be nominated? Yes, it should be nominated. Should DLC be nominated as Game of the Year? Hell goddamn no. I don't believe so. So, anybody's having a problem with the list, boycott it by not watching. But I know a lot of you content creators will continue to watch, continue to support, continue to give them your views. Listen, what I do is I go to bed. I don't find out stuff until the morning because I don't care that much at all. I don't, and that's for every award show. So I don't want you guys sitting there saying, oh, you don't care because Xbox games aren't nominated. Actually, Xbox games are nominated, but I don't care because the way I game is my taste. And I don't support award shows in general. I just don't. I participate with Crown Your Lord every year on Iron Lords podcast. But you guys never see me watching the award shows. So it is what it is. Addict wants us all to, to get the community together to do so. I don't know. It's not for me, be honest with you. But I'm still on my tour of showing you PlayStation 5 Pro games on Twitch. So if that's something that you're interested in, pull up, and also playing my Series X games there as well. But right now, the big controversy is the PlayStation 5 Pro isn't living up to its snuff. And the only way for me to show you is for me to game and for me to give you the real. There's nobody sponsoring me. There's nobody telling me, yo, please talk good of my game. There's no ulterior motives. I don't sit there and talk bad about the PlayStation. I'm going to keep it real with you because there's a lot of consumers right now in this holiday season that is trying to figure out if they should buy it. Now, I'm going to tell you, hashtag no PlayStation 6, and that's the console, the reason why. If you ever get a chance to see me play it and understand, you will know what I mean when I'm saying hashtag no PlayStation 6. It's just a lot of failures that's in the line with that. I saw one guy that got so pissed off, he cursed me out on Twitter because I said no PlayStation 6. Weirdo. Probably doesn't even have a PlayStation 5 Pro. Probably not indulging right now in all that PlayStation has to offer, but he's worrying about a PlayStation 6. The problem with a lot of people is they're not in the present and they're either in the past or in the future. Live in the present, live in the now, do what you can do now every day. I tell you before. That's the reason why I tell you peace and blessings, man. I'll let you know because I want you to be blessed in the moment now. All right, so if you made it this far and you find anything that you liked about this content, please like, share, follow, hit that notification bell. I drop videos daily. I'm on Twitch daily, and Fridays is a live show where we get at it on Twitch. It's Fight Night Fridays, where we're playing fighting games, shooting games, anything combative. We're at it, and we're not going to stop. So I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw it around Stalker 2 because we got like 2 more days to go. And I'm going to tell you, try to play the Game Pass. Bella, you crazy.